Killshot looking to retreat, but Son of Havoc grabs him by the mask.
Wait a minute!
Killshot's mask popped off.
Killshot has taken the mask of Son of Havoc.
Ultima Lucha 4. It will be Max versus Mask.
This wedding party is being completely destroyed at the hands of Matanza. Wrath of the gods on the bride-to-be. Wrath of the gods. Joey Wrestling has been sacrificed. Jack Evans has disappeared from this temple. Wait a second. Oh, Ty's husband. We haven't seen Johnny in nearly 2 months. There will be no sacrifice here tonight. Ankle lock submission. Oh, wow. He really snapped his leg. Oh, certainly tore the ligaments right off the socket. Strong wants to hear that pop. Oh. Bronco pays the price. The Savage Jake Strong has made a statement.
There he is. Please, sit down. Please. Can I get you anything?
Why did you call me here?
Why? Since you arrived to my temple, you have been more dominant than I could have ever imagined. So, at Ultima Lucha, there is no reason I can put you in the main event. I have no doubts that neither Marty the Moth nor Pentagon could beat the Savage.
I will become Lucha Underground champion, but not because of you. Not because you handed it to me on a silver platter. Thanks, but no thanks.
I understand. You want no man to doubt your supremacy.
No man will.
Of course not. Which is why I want to give you one of these 7 ancient Aztec medallions. They were forged 5,000 years ago, and together they create the gift of the gods.
I'm well aware.
I forgot who I was talking to. Tonight, in the ring, you will have the opportunity to prove your supremacy and be one step closer to the gift of the gods.
I've seen the sacrifices you fed to your son. You better save some for me. Oh, and Cueto, this isn't your temple anymore. It's mine. See you out there.
Lucha Underground. They are the believers. He's Vampiro. I'm Matt Striker. And to our band, El Conjunto Nuevo Ola, thanks for firing up, boys. Because tonight, we are just 2 short weeks away from Ultima Lucha Cuatro, and it's going to be hot.
But right now, Antonio Cueto has some news concerning the gift of the gods.
Ultima Lucha 4 is right around the corner, which means we must decide a new gift of the gods champion. So, I personally awarded these ancient Aztec medallions to 7 deserving luchadores. First, Aerostar.
All right, the celestial, sensational, and otherworldly Aerostar set to compete. We heard Dario say that he's awarded the medallions. Normally, the medallions are earned in competition.
Next, making his return to this temple, the Darewolf, DJ Black.
There is the man who mainlines adrenaline. He goes by the motto, if you ain't living, you're dying. DJ Black.
Take a look at this tough hombre, Hernandez.
All right, testicular fortitude personified. He is brolic, he is bold, and he is brash. Hernandez.
He's big, he's bad, he's big, bad Steve.
A former mechanic from East LA.
Next, King Cuerno.
Well, for me, the fascination with hunting as a sport, it depends wholly on whether you are the hunter or the hunted. And that man right there, as he feels the earth, is set for the hunt, King Cuerno.
Now, a man who has never been pinned or submitted, the savage Jake Strong.
An unblemished record in singles competition. He is forceful, determined, and has a seemingly impregnable offense. As you hear the quarter note pulse of Strong resonate throughout the temple for the savage Jake Strong.
With the last medallion, a man who's been missing in action. He's a one-man army. Dante Fox.
The embodiment of honor and discipline. We have not seen Dante Fox since Ultima Lucha 3, since he went MIA, giving up his trio's title, and many believe we would never see this talented young fighter ever again. But Dante Fox is back, and he has a shot at the gift of the gods.
All right. I've always thought the number 7 was unlucky. So, next week, only 6 of you will fight to decide who will become the next Gift of the Gods champion. You 7 will have an over-the-top rope battle royale, where the winner will decide who doesn't make it to the match next week. And that battle royale is happening right now. Ring the bell.
Vampiro, I see 3 guys here that I think need to be the favorites. I'm talking about Jake Strong, Hernandez, and Big Bad Steve because of their size. Agree or disagree?
I'm only going to agree with you with Jake, but also there's something different about Aerostar dressed in black that is just turning me on a little bit, and I think I'm going to actually go with him tonight.
It's important to point out here that normally the medallions are earned in competition, but
Antonio's penchant for violence?
is something that is almost as uninspiring as Aerostar. Remember, it's over the top rope, so Big Bad Steve being on the mat, that behooves Steve. Steve is up, Aerostar using the ropes for momentum. What does he have in mind here? Not Steve too strong, but Aerostar too quick.
And look at Hernandez and Jake expending almost too much energy on Dante Fox.
A lot of fight on the perimeter, but here, Big Bad Steve, both feet have to touch the floor. Steve was able to maintain himself on the apron. And that's what you get. So Big Bad Steve has been eliminated. Hernandez attacks Aerostar right away.
But he's a mechanic, dude, so, you know, leave him alone.
What are you implying?
Nothing, dude. Just leave him alone.
Shoulder to the gut sends Aerostar down. Hernandez makes the same mistake that Steve made and pays for it.
Look at this, King Cuerno and PJ Black. Two of the best pound-for-pound athletes that we have here at Lucha Underground. They both go for hip tosses.
I like
careful,
this.
Be careful. Cuerno leaps over the top rope, lands on his feet. Heavy forearms by PJ. Now PJ looks to send Cuerno in. Cuerno senses the jeopardy, and that jeopardy is Jake Strong. As he puts Cuerno and PJ onto the apron now. Strong creating space. PJ blocks. Cuerno attacks. Working in tandem offense there. Dante Fox. Now, Vamp, I have said it. We haven't seen Dante all year long, but Dante Fox is my favorite. He's my pick to be the next breakout star here in Lucha Underground, and it's because of calculating cunning such as that right there.
Well, I think it's because of...
Look, Star's been eliminated. And now, Dante Fox looking to eliminate Jake Strong and go on to have the opportunity to eliminate one person from the Gift of the Gods match.
You want to talk about being a homecoming king, this would be the way to do it. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. The upper body strength of Dante Fox on display. You see him kicking his feet, trying to shift his weight. He's successful doing that. Slips behind Jake Strong, but gets caught with a back elbow.
Great. Great work.
You know, with Dante being, quote-unquote, missing in action, he's fresh. His offense is fresh. His defense is fresh. He's new and exciting.
Well, maybe he wasn't missing in action. Maybe he was doing some covert operation.
Ooh, the long legs of 6'7" Jake Strong. And now 275 pounds on the move with a ton of momentum. Big closer.
Jeez. It's like getting hit with a moving tree.
Here's your winner, the Savage, Jake Strong.
Can anyone stop Jake Strong?
Congratulations, Jake. Now, who would you like eliminated from next week's Gift of the Gods match?
Nobody. I want all 7 in the match so I could destroy every single one.
Wow.
Maybe an admirable choice, maybe a foolish choice.
Very well. Next week, you will compete in a 7 to survive elimination match for the Gift of the Gods Championship.
Is that all you got? You put anyone you want in the ring with me, and I promise you, I'll snap them in half.
I got just the guy. Tonight, the Savage Jake Strong, you will face Johnny Mundo one-on-one.
Johnny Mundo returned last week to save his wife Taya from the monster Matanza. Johnny's now being thrown in another monster in the form of Jake Strong. In our main event, will the mayor of Slamtown be able to best the unbeaten bruiser Jake Strong? Stay tuned, because we'll be right back.
Is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tacoma, Washington, Killshot.
Well, we know Killshot's plans for Ultima Lucha Quattro. He will take on Son of Havoc in a mask versus mask match. But before we get there, what is going through this man's mind as he is about to face off with another former partner and friend?
I think that although he's demonstrating confidence as he walks to the ring, maybe he's starting to think that his strategy is not working as planned. Maybe he needs to go back and recoup and do some more recon because he's stepping into the ring with the one and only the Mac.
Right, and you have to believe that the prospect of losing his mask has to be weighing on Killshot's mind.
And his opponent from South Central Los Angeles, the Man.
We talked about thoughts and looking ahead. The Mac has Mil Muertes at Ultima Lucha Cuatro. It will be a death match. Of course, Mac and Mil Muertes had a haunted house match, and I believe that whatever fear Mac had of Mil Muertes has been completely absolved, because Mac has been there and back. And to me, Vampiro, agree or disagree, that makes Mac far more dangerous.
You have told me more than once, my friend, the only way to conquer fear is to face your fear.
Speaking of facing fear, notice up there amongst the believers, there's Son of Havoc watching this match.
You gotta love that about Son of Havoc, man. He's just chilling with his homies. He's one of us, you know?
Yep. And Son of Havoc, of course, former trios champions with these two men. But interesting note here, this is the first time that these two fighters are going one-on-one. And of course, Mac is going to have the weight and power advantage. Killshot will always enjoy a speed as well as height and length advantage on his opponents. Here we go. Drop down, designed to trip. Killshot trying to get cute there, but we talked about this new rage of Mac.
But that's something that, you know, people are, it's deceptive, his size. He is just as agile.
2 count early on.
Wow, for a big guy, he's just as agile as anybody else here in the Lucha Underground temple, Matt.
Yep, and I'm sure that if the Mac needs any motivation, he remembers all the way back in Aztec warfare. Killshot stole an opportunity from Mac.
Whoa, dude, that boot, that just kind of straightened.
Bam!
Jeez.
High knee strike there. And one last point I just want to make about the emotional part of this match is that Killshot's attitude towards Son of Havoc, I think that put Mac in an unfair position. Look at that. Killshot picking Mac up by the nose.
You know, we can't really judge the damage because of Killshot's mask. It masks a lot of the emotion.
Well, maybe after Ultima Lucha Cuatro, Killshot will not have this mask.
Oh boy. No. We've seen this.
Killshot has found a way to constantly evolve. This double stomp, this kill stomp. Killshot has found a way to hit it anywhere at any time on an opponent of any size. And that, to me, makes the move extremely lethal.
I think that's where the size difference comes in, because even though Mac is very discombobulated, Killshot's not strong enough to physically hold somebody down who's not, dare I say, almost dead.
You can see these believers getting firmly behind the Mac. Son of Havoc cheering for Mac as well, as Mac throws some stiff elbows and an arm drag to get out of harm's way.
Wow.
Big boot kicks, Killshot not done yet. Kick down, kick up. Mac ducked that kick there. Go behind. Release German suplex. Killshot folded as Son of Havoc applauds the efforts of the Mac.
That was done with authority. Jeez.
Mac on the move. Killshot stops him in his tracks and puts the Mac right flat down on his back.
That knee strike is so devastating.
Nice cat stunner there. It looked like Killshot was going for the kill stomp. And there's Mil Muertes. That's who the Mac will have to contend with in Ultima Lucha Cuatro. And look at Son of Havoc coming down the ladder to get himself some.
Here's your winner as a result of a disqualification. The Mac.
It's going to help out the Mac, who is victorious via disqualification.
Oh boy.
Killshot and Son of Havoc now renewing hostilities. Preview of Ultima Lucha Cuatro here.
Well, Mil just deposited, renewing them hostilities on Son of Havoc, but oh boy.
We told you Mac's scared no longer. Went for the stunner kick. Mil caught him. Flatliner.
Oh, jeez.
That tells me that Mil is one step ahead of the Mac, and that does not bode well for the Mac come Ultima Lucha Cuatro. Only the man of 1,000 deaths is left standing. But speaking of trios teams, up next, I've been asked to talk to Ivelisse and Exolicious. Look, I have no idea what they want to say, but we'll all find out together right after this break.
There's my homeboy, Matt Stryker, about to do an amazing interview, I'm sure.
All right, Ivelisse and Exolicious, you've asked for this time, so what's up?
Well, we've been invited to compete against the Reptile Tribe and those cowards, the Rabbits, in a three-way trios elimination title match at Ultima Lucha Cuatro.
There you go.
Okay, so do you accept the challenge?
Unfortunately, Joey won't be good to go on time.
Nobody can forget that brutal attack against Joey Ryan last week.
So we had to find a new partner. And this guy, he's tough. He's a young badass who I think has quite a future here in Lucha Underground.
Everyone, say hello to our new partner, Sammy Guevara!
Wow, here comes Sammy Guevara. We haven't seen him since he had his ankle snapped from Jake Strong. It looks like he's all healed up and ready for action.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Guevara. Now, Sammy, correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't seen you since I think...
Since when, Matt? Since I brought Sammy to Lucha Underground under an exclusive contract to Infamous Incorporated.
He did bring him to the temple.
Sammy, that's nice you want to join this little trios team, but unfortunately, you signed a 7-year contract, not including breaks, to me. Guess you didn't read the fine print. Infamous Incorporated owns you. So Evilise and Exolicious, you'll be receiving a cease and desist letter from my lawyer. And Sammy, if you want to go to Ultima Lucha Cuatro, you can team with Dr. Wagner and Tejano. I am happy to pull them from their house show in Tijuana. So come on, let's go right now.
Famous B does have a point. Look at the size of that contract.
Come on, Sammy. You really don't have a choice. Get.
I guess he's going to leave. Or is he? I don't know if that's going to be legally binding.
Sammy Guevara treating the contract like Medusa did the women's title.
Oh, no.
I guess that means he quits Infamous Incorporated. Oh, it looks like Sammy Guevara isn't afraid of the Infamous Inc. team of lawyers, and he will indeed be joining Evilise and Exolicious at Ultima Lucha Cuatro. And up next, our main event. The Savage Jake Strong looks to continue his winning ways against Slamtown's own Johnny Mundo, returning to in-ring action. Stick around, because that match, it's next. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lucha Underground. Our main event of Jake Strong and Johnny Mundo is coming up, but also coming up on the horizon, Ultima Lucha Cuatro, and it does not get any bigger than that. So, Vamp, what do you say we take a second and run down the card for all the believers around the world? As we just heard before the break, the Trios titles are up for grabs in a three-way match involving the champs, the Reptile Tribe, the Rabbit Tribe, and the new team of Evilise, Exolicious, and Sammy Guevara. What three-person team will claim the Trios gold?
The black sheep of the worldwide underground, Ricky Mundo, helped destroy Taya's wedding. Now, Taya looks to destroy Ricky Mundo completely.
Killshot and Son of Havoc both put their most prized possession on the line, their masks. One man will remove his mask at the end of the match, putting his face to face with the believers and changing his life forever. Improbable as it seems, Phoenix has returned from grave consequences, but with a startlingly different attitude. El Dragon Azteca Jr., he's done trying to talk to the erratic Phoenix. Now, Dragon wants it 2 out of 3 falls, perhaps to beat some sense back into his former friend. The Mac fights for his life as he takes on Mil Muertes in a death match. Will the Mac fend off the Reaper, or will Mil etch one more death onto his list?
He destroyed his wedding, massacred members of the worldwide underground, and attacked his bride. Now, Matanza seeks to sacrifice the mayor of Slamtown himself, Johnny Mundo. But Johnny isn't going down without one hell of a fight.
And finally, there's only one word to describe this main event. Insane, as the dark and twisted Marty the Moth Martinez will defend his Lucha Underground Championship against the former champion, the Breaker of Bones, Pentagon Dark, in a Cero Miedo match. It is one of the most gruesome matches in Lucha Underground history. The battle for the championship doesn't get any more brutal or crazy than this. Folks, Ultima Lucha Quattro is going to be off the rails. Right now, Melissa, take us to our huge main event.
The following lucha is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Perry, Oklahoma, the Savage, Jake Strong.
Jake Strong won a battle royal earlier tonight and chose to ramp up the difficulty of next week's Gift of the Gods match by turning down the option to remove a combatant from the match. And not satisfied with that battle royal win, Strong demanded another match. And that brings us to this main event. Vampiro, Jake Strong, 6'7", 275 pounds. How do you fight this man?
You fight him with hope and faith that, you know, it's not going to last too long and you can escape with your life. But let me tell you something, Matt. There is always something extremely suspicious with somebody who seems like they have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Jake may have a lot to gain next week in the Gift of the Gods match.
And his opponent, from Slamtown, Johnny Mundo.
Johnny Mundo suffered a brutal beating at the hands of the monster Matanza Cueto during Johnny's wedding several weeks ago. Johnny returned just last week to save his bride Taya from Matanza. But I have no idea if Johnny is 100% or not. He wasn't expecting any kind of match tonight, especially one against a man as ruthless and tough as Jake Strong. This huge main event gets underway when we return. Welcome back to Lucha Underground. This is our main event. Johnny Mundo against Jake Strong, and I expect some great wrestling. Look at that.
Wow.
Johnny went for a leg hook pick. Jake sprawled and now riding his opponent. We documented Jake Strong holds an NCAA record, most pins in his weight class. I don't think Johnny can out-wrestle Jake.
No, but the way he's got his legs positioned, his weight is down, his hips are down. Even though Jake is a powerhouse, right there, very, very smart self-defense move. If somebody picks you up like that from a back bear hug, all you got to do is open your legs. You won't go down. Smart. Johnny's using speed here.
You know, Jake's a big boy, and he's a little lumbering. Oh, man. Belly-to-belly suplex that would make Magnum TA proud. Yeah, well, last week Johnny returned from injury with a passion and a vengeance. But again, I think an emotional fighter is a sloppy fighter. And you can't afford to make any mistakes against Jake Strong. He's undefeated in singles competition. He's made all of his opponents tap. He's even popped some ankles. Hang on. Cover off the kick. Beautiful disaster. Vampiro. Advantages, disadvantages to each fighter.
I'm going to give every advantage to Johnny Mundo, and I'm going to tell you why. For once, we have seen him by himself. What does that do? That puts all his focus where it should be, in the ring, on point so that he can get the victory.
And who knows what kind of injuries Johnny sustained at the hands of Matanza? Who knows how healed or not healed Johnny is?
And how psychologically damaged he could be. I mean, it was his wedding. Excuse me. That hand is coming up from so high, and it's just coming down with so much force.
And Jake's even shaking off his hand. Jake sends Johnny back in over the bottom rope. Big Jake Strong coming in behind Johnny Mundo. Johnny faces his opponent. Never turn your back. Johnny knows that. Look at Johnny trying to cover up.
Johnny's been in wars here. I mean, this is not an easy fight. There's no doubt about it. But I don't see Johnny going into panic mode. I just don't see it.
Jake Strong definitely has a nice methodical pace about him. Strong on the move, gets up ahead of steam. Oh, wow. That's 275 pounds. And look at how Jake just sees where his opponent sets up, and Jake takes full advantage of it. Clothesline to the back of the head.
He closed on him so hard that he lost his balance. We've never seen Jake really go down for anything like that unless he's throwing somebody. He put everything into that.
Now, Jake Strong creates a lot of distance between himself and his opponent. Oh! Took too long. Johnny got the boots up. This could be the opportunity that Johnny Mundo needs now. Jake Strong finally showing some sort of weakness, dare I say. Strong is clutching at the right side of his pec. He could have a torn pec. The kick could have gotten him underneath the armpit and the lymph node. DDT. That got him on the head, no doubt about it. Both fighters are down. Referee Marty Elias will check to see if these men are awake and aware, and now he should begin his count. They have till 10 to get to their feet. Whomever gets up first will enjoy the advantage. Marty starts his count now. Look at Johnny up on his knees with a pissed off look on his face. I think that's what Johnny needs. I think he needs to get angry here.
Wow, big punch.
Even though angry fighters are sloppy fighters, I think that Johnny's going to need something special here. Sends Jake in, but Jake's still too strong. Johnny used the momentum. Heel kick now. Johnny Mundo repositions himself. Knee strike right in the face. Johnny could have went for a cover there, but instead, shooting star. Now the cover. Leg is hooked. Not enough.
But he's chipping away at the stone, Matt. Little by little, he's taking the big man down.
Johnny has been out of action for quite some time, but I don't necessarily see a lot of ring rust or lack of conditioning from Johnny. Hang on here. Johnny looks like he's hooking it up for Moonlight Drive. Jake's still too strong and too big, sends Johnny into the corner. Jake in. Johnny is a little too quick here. Slips through. Evasive parkour tactics courtesy of Johnny Mundo. Baits his opponent in. And now I think Johnny is starting to get cooking here. Oh, look at that. Something so simple. Johnny landed hard.
Bad, dude. He bounced off the stairs like a ball, and he slinked head first onto the floor. You know what I like about Jake Strong? I really like that he doesn't play to the crowd. He doesn't go for clap for me or hate me. He does not care. He's here doing his business.
Oh. Johnny, parkour master. Now Johnny is baiting Jake into the pit.
Uh-oh.
Does this benefit Johnny or Jake?
Well, by the looks of things, Johnny better come up with a little bit more than...
Up. Johnny,
oh, jeez.
Foolish to go for a kick. That's a huge part of Johnny's offense. The ankle lock is outside of the ring. Johnny just borrowed a beverage from a fan.
Hey, if it works.
Look, it only serves to further enrage the savage Jake Strong. Look at Johnny.
It's like a grizzly bear coming to the campfire and you hit him with a marshmallow. Okay, the point was made, but did it do you any good?
And Marty, of course, is letting this count go. Johnny Mundo mentally toying with Jake Strong.
Johnny is a freak with those parkour skills.
Johnny knows exactly what he's doing here.
He's running for his life.
I don't think so. I think this is by design to bait Jake into a favorable position for Johnny. And this may be the position right here. Oh, no! Johnny trying to powerbomb Jake. Oh! And now everything has changed. Now I believe the field has been even. Johnny Mundo
Mundo has a great opportunity here.
Damn.
Look at Jake Strong, and look at Johnny Mundo. Now Johnny begins to get strong.
Better check the floor of the temple under those masks. I'm sure the cement has been cracked. Yes, and the fans. And you know very well what that's going to do to Johnny Mundo's ego, his psyche, and his adrenaline.
Yeah, this match definitely is personal. Our owner, Antonio Cueto, knows that, and he has enforced the leniency of rules here. And Marty Elias, the senior official, he knows who signs his checks. Johnny rolls Jake back in. Look at that. Jake Strong still has not gotten back to his feet yet.
Johnny Mundo is facing Matanza at Ultimo Lucha.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I'm sure Antonio Cueto wants Johnny to feel the pain. But right there, Johnny, elbow, cover, no.
And that was a special elbow, my friend. That was hit with double the velocity and weight. Just the fact that he was spinning in the air intensifies the impact. And Jake Strong has just got that bell rung inside that big melon of his.
We talk often about space between fighters, and look at where Johnny is. He closes the space and approaches his opponent from the most favorable position. Look at what Johnny does here. It's those little things.
There's those little things, and at the same time, the fans are getting an education in what is lucha libre at a different pace with guys at this level. This is the best of the best, and it just does not get any better.
Jake Strong struggles to get to his feet. To me, that might be the one weakness for Johnny is his ego. Oh, he still needs to go for the cheers.
Well, it fuels the fire, you know what I mean? If you're going to fly to the moon and your rocket ship's running out of gas, there's only one way to go and refill, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're flying to the moon, where are you going to refill? You got to wait for the space station to come.
Or you get the fans to cheer for you, and that's enough.
Fair enough.
Solar powered, my friend.
Jake Strong trying to take Johnny over. You'll notice the position
Very
of Johnny's
smart.
feet.
Yeah, he's blocking it. Johnny's just blocking it. He's hooked his calf right around the turnbuckle.
Now these two exchanging heavy blows. And now Johnny, thumbs to the eye, forearm shiver to the jaw. Jake in. Johnny over and out.
Oh, my God.
All the way across the ring, and that was savage. Strong crashes down on Mundo.
This is it.
Hook, referee down. Whoa! You saw Johnny kicking his legs to get momentum to kick out.
Yeah, everybody's coming alive. Hell yeah.
Why not? This is an incredible main event.
And it's been a long time since somebody's taken Johnny to the fence like this, and I'm telling you right now, we've never seen anybody go like this with Jake Strong either. Would this become a classic, you think?
Absolutely, I think it already is. Of course, next week, Jake Strong is in a 7 to survive match for the gift of the gods. But right now, all Jake's thinking about is the gut-wrench powerbomb. Johnny kicks his legs and holds on to the rope. There's no way Jake's going to be able to take Johnny over there. Johnny spins out. Side slam tail.
Oh, man, we've seen this how many times, Matt?
Many. The end of the world here. Oh, whoa! Schoolboy! No! Kick out! Ankle kept! And Jake Strong has the ankle lock! Locked in! Johnny Mundo tries for the rope. Strong pushes him back. Kick out onto the floor goes Strong, but what damage has been done to Mundo? Strong back in! Big super kick! Strong is rocked! Kick to the gut! Moonlight drive! Oh, and Johnny clutching at his, looks like his shin. Cover! No!
Jesus, this is phenomenally awesome.
Intense back and forth action here. Again, the referee counting. No one gets to their feet by 10. The match is ruled a no contest.
Well, I think that
Frankly, I'd be disappointed.
I think the believers are not going to let that happen.
We've seen last man standing matches. Referees up to 9, both men to their knees, and that means the fight will continue. Hard slugging blow. Now the A's and the boos begin to serenade the fighters. Johnny's kick to the gut, and now Johnny Mundo Gets the A's going. See, Johnny took that 1 second to make that little scream to the fans and made a mistake of trying to kick Jake. And with Jake Strong's height, he's really pulling on Johnny's ankle here.
Johnny, the way he's stretching his body out, even though he's in constant motion, that's survival mode.
Look at Johnny. This could cause so much damage on the eve of Ultima Lucha.
Wow, no. The only thing that's keeping Johnny alive right now is his constant movement. He's doing the right thing by not standing still so Jake can't get the pressure on correctly.
And now, of course, anyone...
Yes! Hey!
How do you want to call that?
I want to call that...
The referee didn't see it.
I did, and I think that was probably one of the greatest things I've seen tonight.
I was going to say that anyone that does jiu-jitsu knows about 2-on-1. That's how Jake had 2 hands on one of Johnny's ankles, and then Johnny got 1-on-2 of Jake Strong.
He just kicked him in the nuts. Say it like that so you don't confuse me, please.
It's not that hard. Now, could this be? Oh, Johnny can't get any weight on that leg. And now the end of the world!
I just think that this is too much.
I think Johnny might have wasted some time there.
Yeah.
No. Oh, look at that! Right off of the kick out. And the long limbs of Jake Strong have trapped Johnny Mundo once again in the ankle lock on the Aztec seal, middle of the ring. And Johnny has tapped out.
Here's your winner, the Savage, Jake Strong.
What must have been going through Johnny's mind for him to finally say, I've had enough? Could he have felt that ankle popping? That, my friends, is a huge victory for Jake Strong. He has forced Johnny Mundo to submit, and now Jake Strong is on his way to the 7 to survive for the Gift of the Gods title. We've seen this before. The win is not enough. It's hearing that of the ankle that Jake Strong needs. And with Johnny Mundo's collision course coming at Ultima Lucha Quattro, a broken ankle, we're going to have to change the card. And there is Johnny's opponent at Ultima Lucha Quattro, the man that destroyed Johnny's wedding, the man that nearly destroyed Johnny's wife, the monster Matanza Cueto. And look at this.
And
hang on.
Jake is smiling. He's like...
It's as if... I mean, I don't want to speculate, but as if Jake handed over Johnny
to
Matanza. Handed over his sacrifice. Jake didn't snap the ankle, but Matanza has snapped, and it looks like he's trying to snap Johnny Mundo's body in half. Matanza with those heavy headbutts, that welding mask.
There we go.
Johnny's wife. She's going to stand up for her husband. She still has a beef with Matanza for destroying her wedding. This may have been a mistake. I admired Taya's valiance, dare I say.
She's in love. It's her husband. What would you do? Of course. I mean, God bless her.
Look, last week Johnny saved Taya, so of course now Taya's going to try to save Johnny, but now there's no one to save.
Dude, Johnny is busted open.
Wrath of the Gods on Taya Mundo. Look at... Right, Johnny is busted open.
Brother, he's busted.
That come from the headbutts.
It's busted open bad.
We can get a shot of Johnny. There's blood everywhere.
And Johnny is doing everything possible to see if his wife is okay. He's trying to escape. He's trying to survive.
Over the ring, look. Carnage. And we haven't even gotten to Ultima Lucha Quattro yet. There's our owner, Antonio Cueto, to observe the carnage with his one good eye.
And a sadistic smile.
Matanza makes one last bloody statement before his confrontation with Johnny Mundo at Ultima Lucha Quattro. Johnny has the toughest fight of his storied career ahead of him. And after this, many are worried that Matanza may truly put the worldwide underground literally underground. For Vampiro and the believers all around the world, I'm Matt Striker. We'll see you at Ultima Lucha Quattro.